Alright, hey everyone, I'm Clint from GardenFrugal.com here today with another exciting episode of Garden Frugal TV. So, I did an episode on how to make a compost tea brewer, but I didn't really show how to actually brew the tea. So in today's episode I'm going to start out by showing you how I brew the compost tea. I basically have my bucket, like in the previous episode. I got my air stones in there, my pump running, and I've had it in there about an hour to evaporate the chlorine out of the water. And well, it's actually been in there a couple hours now, but you just need to do it about an hour or so. And now I'm ready to add all the ingredients to start the brewing process. So I just got my 1 gallon paint strainer bags, super cheap, find them at the big box store. They work perfect for using as a brewing bag. So some people use nylons, but talking to some people, they've realized that the nylons, the holes are actually too small to allow some of the bacteria and fungi and nematodes and stuff like that pass through. So you're basically making compost tea, and all you're doing is making your compost, you know, multiplying all the good stuff 100,000 times over or whatever, and getting all the good stuff out of it. So you want the you want all the good stuff out of your compost. So these work really great. So today I'm going to be using Extreme Gardening's product. I got this as a free sample. I did a video on that as well, so you can check back in my previous videos on how to get a free sample from them. But it came in a care package, a big box full of stuff, and it's their Extreme Tea Brews. So it's just their mix of compost tea stuff. So I'm gonna open this bad boy up here and use this. Oh, look at that! It's a whole bunch of bags in here. I thought it would just be one mix. But it looks like they got 2 separate little bags already ready to brew. And then this little package in here, it says Extreme Tea Activator. So, so it looks like there's 2 of these, so I can make 2 batches with this stuff. So I'm not exactly sure what is in this or what it is, but I guess I should probably read it really quick just to make sure. Yeah, it says just to add it all. So I'm just going to be adding the Extreme Brew or Extreme Gardening Tea Brew, 1 package of the activator. Not really sure what is all in that. I got a cup full of worm castings here that I'm going to use just to kind of bump it up a little bit. Put all that in the bag. I'm going to get my 2 small air stones. Put those right into the bag. I'm going to end up tying that off, but I'll get something here in a little bit to tie it off. And dump all that in there. And then to it, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of molasses. I've talked about this in the previous episode. If you want to learn why you use molasses or some of the different ingredients, you can watch the previous episode. But you know, as I stated before, you don't want to use too much. If you use too much, you can actually overstimulate or overfeed the bacteria to where you get too many bacteria in the bucket. And they consume all the oxygen, and it goes anaerobic and it dies off, it gets stinky, and it produces bad bacteria. So you don't want that. You want enough to feed them, but not enough to overstimulate them. So 1 tablespoon is it. Don't do any more, alright? So we're going to add 1 tablespoon of molasses. And then to that, I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of the liquefied organic kelp. So it's just liquid seaweed extract. So really great stuff. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that. And that's it, you guys. I'm basically going to let this brew now for, I'd say probably at least 24 hours. It's been hot the last couple days, but it's looking like it's going to rain. So 24 hours is probably all I need. I'll get this added to the new garden, and hopefully I'll get that dirt alive again, and get some really good soil in there and get growing some good crops. So anyways, I'll bring you in really close here and just show you a quick shot of what this actually looks like, and we'll be back here in 24 hours and I'll show you what we got brewed up. Alright, you guys? Alright, see you in a bit. Alright, sorry, just to add one more thing, that's going to want to foam up on you. So if it's making good compost, it creates a lot of foam and everything else. So to cut down on the foam and not to make a huge mess around, wherever you're brewing, 1 tablespoon of any type of cooking oil except olive oil. Olive oil is antimicrobial in its design, basically, so you don't want to be adding that when you're trying to grow microbes. So anything other than olive oil, any type of cooking oil, 1 tablespoon will cut down on the foaming and the bubbling and everything else for you, and won't create a huge mess. All right, you guys? All right, now we'll see you in 24 hours. All right? Alright, hey guys, we're back. It's been about 24 hours. Got the compost tea brewing. It's a nice hot day today. Getting ready to apply the compost tea, but while I'm out here, I just kind of wanted to give you some before and afters of the garden. You guys that follow the Facebook page know I used to have about 5-foot weeds or so in the new house in the garden here. So I'll put some pictures up right now and you can check out what it looked like before and what it looked like after. So quite a difference, huh, guys? So anyways, while I'm out here, I've also heard from a lot of people, you can't grow things good or well in containers. And for those of you that watched the previous video on my self-watering containers, I'll put a link up here for you if you want, or down in the description. But anyways, these are the self-watering containers. They did pretty good through the move. Moved to the new house here and was able to bring a bunch of my plants with me. So as you can see, these peppers and this tomato is doing great. The thing is loaded. I'll bring you in and give you some close-up pictures of how these things are doing, but they're doing pretty good. I mean, I don't know if you can see this thing in here, but there's my hand, and it's got a ton of them on there, and the one behind it as well is completely loaded up. So for those of you that think that you can't grow well in containers, I think that's some proof that you can't. So as always, the key for me to growing stuff well is organic. Doing everything organically, organic fertilizers, compost, get that organic material in there, compost tea, and it does a great job. So now basically it's just time to get ready to apply the compost tea. So I've had the soaker hose going, getting the dirt kind of moist. So that's just, if you ever watered an extremely dry pot, you've noticed that you dump a bunch of water in and it doesn't really absorb it. It kind of fills up or spills down the cracks and just washes away. Versus if you get it wet first, then it's able to absorb a bunch more. So I get the ground, I pre-water the ground, get it basically damp before I apply my compost tea. That enables it to suck up all the good stuff, and then I just use a watering can and just pour it on straight. A lot of the times I just kind of dilute it, fill the watering can up half with water, half with the compost tea, and it just makes it easier for me to be able to spread it around the entire garden. So you can put it on straight, it won't hurt anything, or you can dilute it all the way down. You can do 5-to-1 type of thing and put it in a sprayer or whatever works best for you guys. So I do want to apologize. I haven't been getting a lot of the videos up. Haven't been making a lot of posts to the website, but you guys know it. We moved into this new house, and we've just been, working, full time, and then trying to deal with a house with no doors, no trim, no appliances, and stuff like that. Basically moved ourselves, so it's just been, a lot of work. So I do want to get out here. I'm not doing this just because I want to do it out every week. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy getting out here and sharing this with you guys. And it's a nice break from working on the house. So hopefully we'll get a lot more content coming up here shortly for you. I'm sure you guys can hear that. We've got a plane flying overhead here, so hopefully it's not too bad. But and something else exciting that I have going on, you guys, is I'm going to be doing a phone interview with the Wisconsin vegetable gardener. They're doing a podcast, and they've asked me to do a phone interview, probably about a 25-minute phone interview for their podcast. So I'm pretty excited about that. Kind of nervous, never done anything like that before, but once I get more information on that, I'll put that on the website. So as always, guys, go to the website, check it out. I'm going to try to do a little bit better, get some more content up there for you, but just gardenfrugal.com. And then I do a lot of interacting on the Facebook page, so facebook.com/gardenfrugal. All right, you guys, so we'll do the watering can, and then we'll call her quits. But until next time, know your limit and grow within it. All right, guys, take care.